Beverly says Steve is too predictable.
He has a to-do list for sex.
So while she dated a real animal,
I have this fetish about zebra striped panties.
He's never gonna see those panties.
Steve swept his blind date off her feet
We went swing dancing.
in very predictable style.
The Titanic soundtrack was playing.
It's so textbook romance.
Now, will they still swing together
I taught him how to swing dance.
And he taught me, and that's all that matters.
or have a change of heart?
Welcome to Change of Heart. Let's meet our couple here. Now, their first date was in a hot tub with her panties on his head. Their second was a bunch of friends all hanging on his bed. Their third date had them kissing, and you know where that led. Now they've dated for a year and wonder what's ahead. Please welcome Beverly Barton and Steve Ellsworth. Beverly, he had his panties on his head on the first date, I understand that, so that's pretty adventurous. Does he like that in the bedroom?
Ooh, well, Chris, he has a to-do list for sex.
A to-do list?
Yeah.
Like a checklist?
He's a little predictable, a lot predictable. Actually, I have a little list
You've made
here.
this list for?
First, I receive a nice compliment, you know, a nice look in the eyes, and then
Check.
I stroke on my hair, touch on my knee. You know, then we get a little more graphic. It's right to the oral, right to the bed, missionary style every time.
And that's it.
Okay, wait. Let me interject here. That's way off beat.
No, she's saying it's so predictable,
It's
though.
not predictable at all. It changes like the weather, man. It's different every time. It's all.
Weather in California, okay? Weather in California.
It's never
change, baby.
It never changed.
Beverly, you described him as predictable. How else would you describe him?
Vain.
A little vain.
Stevie has this little regimen he does every morning to get ready. We have a mirror where he does his shaving, he does his shower, the gel. It's all like
Okay, whoa.
like clockwork.
No.
We have,
Again with
wait,
the
wait.
checklist kind of thing.
Again, checklist.
checklist, no
Everything's
checklist.
checklist with him. We have a mirror and these little stairs, and he walks down and he's like, first he's looking at his shoes. How his pants
She's
fit his
saying
shoes.
she's saying I look
How
in the
his
mirror.
shirt's
She
out.
looks in the mirror, looks at it and fixing herself and asks me why I'm looking in the mirror the whole time. She can't see me. She's in the mirror the whole time going, darling, do I look beautiful? I think you look pretty.
I
Now,
was
Steve,
ask you
all right,
about
wait.
you.
Let's give him a shot. Let's give Steve
Exactly,
turnabout's
thank
fair
you.
play. How would you describe her personality?
Okay, Beverly has multi-personality disorder.
That's kind of serious, I'd say.
She is all
Multi-personality
over
disorder.
the charts. All of a sudden, she's high, low, she's crying, this and that. I'm like, what is going on? I look over, yes. I'll say, you're pretty, and you'll be like, I'm pretty, aren't I supposed to be cute? Like, you turned it all around, then I say the wrong thing. No matter what I do,
I'm
I
moody
get
because
this
of you,
in my
of how
ear.
you are with me.
Yeah, but Steve, can you see it coming? Are there things that she does where you can see that schizo moment coming?
She cries on the drop of a dime.
I'm
On the drop of a
emotional.
dime. We'll be sitting there, we'll watch a movie. All of a sudden, a little sad part will come. She's crying, she's mad how the
I'm just a
director never
passionate
did the movie.
person. He's just
yeah,
like,
but since you're
oh,
sat at
it's
the
just a
movie,
He's
Since
like
you're sat at the
a
movie-
robot. No emotion.
since you're sat at the
whatsoever.
movie, the whole entire night is ruined. I'm not getting none because she's all upset because the puppy died. in the
Because
movie.
I'm emotional.
What about the happy Beverly, though? When you're with her and she's happy, what do you like, most about that?
Well, she's very nurturing and she's a fantastic girl and
Thank
she
you.
takes care of me and she pampers me a lot. Yeah, let's give a little something for that. And
Because
she-
I'm a passionate
she is-
person. It
There
comes
you
with
go.
my
Takes care of me
emotions.
great.
Beverly, what
She's
about
very-
you that you like most about Steve?
He's very trustworthy. I can.
Very important?
We have a long distance relationship, so most girls it would be really hard to have a long distance relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, sports athlete back east, total.
So it could be, well, that's good. Then trust is important.
He can tell me anything.
Now, Beverly, you say you're emotional, but what about when you try to express those emotions to Steve? Is he receptive? Does he understand you? Does he listen?
He kind of skims over what I'm saying. He pulls out the bold thing, like a textbook, kind of when you're reading and you
See, I don't
the
skim.
bold
I don't skim. I
things.
talk about, I hear what's important, the little part that
The
was
bold
like
words, and then he hears
substantial.
something interesting, and he's like, "Wait, what was that?"
No,
So
you
I go
talk-
back to square one and say everything I said all over again.
What else does he do that you get the idea that he's not listening?
We call it the upper left, and he does this to me, his friends, his family, and it's like
This is a
this,
good thing.
Chris. It's like this. It's never to the right like this. It's like this, and he's up,
'Cause I'm
and you're
talking to her.
talking, and we're talking, and he's like and he's always looking up to the left like this, and you're talking, and you want some kind of like, oh really, yeah.
See, I'm talking
So you
to her.
got him tagged
Exactly.
right
And you're
away.
not
She's
even
talking to
no,
me.
He's up like this.
I care about
in
what
La La
she's saying
Land.
so much.
Now, Steve-
that I picture it. I'm picturing
Steve,
it.
give me.
I picture it. Please.
Steve, I know this is a long-distance relationship, but tell us what you hope to get out of the show.
Basically, we've never had a chance to date other people. We've been long distance, and this show has given us a chance to date other people and come back and talk about it in person, not be on the phone jibbering jabbering about it because it would just be a circus. So it's good to come here and talk about it and have a chance to go out with other people on a date.
Open it up a little bit and see what you get. All right, that's fair enough. Now, here's the question. How does Beverly know the type of panties that her date would actually prefer her to wear? We're going to find out when we come back. Beverly and Steve. Now, Beverly's date involved lingerie shopping and some pretty heavy breathing, so let's meet the man who came up with these plans. Here he is, Tim Hoyer. Steve, let me start with you. What do you think about a guy who would take your girl to go look at panties on the first date?
Whoa! It's a little bit sleazy and classless. He's never going to see those panties anyway. It's just no use to go and take him to shop.
Beverly, when Tim knocked on your door, what knocked you out about him?
His style. He had incredible style.
He looks like the poster boy for club wear. Like he's going to.
Look at this guy. This guy always wears the same thing. He wears khaki and beige all the time.
Oh, you know that much more.
I mean, come on. Let's get some blue and some purple in there.
Some colors. Mix it up a
Right,
little
man.
bit.
Exactly. We
More
go
than you
out,
can imagine.
we
All right, Tim, what about you when you saw Beverly for the first time? Pleased?
Yes, very pleased. She's a ballet dancer, so she's obviously has a great figure. She has beautiful green eyes that really stand out, and she has a perfect smile. So I was very pleased.
We did good.
How many times did he practice that in front of the mirror? So I don't know.
You think he had that a little bit too
A
smooth?
little bit too.
I can't help it if I'm smooth and I don't write things down like some people.
Now, Beverly, you said that Steve tuned you out when you have a conversation.
Yes.
What about you and Tim? On the same wavelength?
Same wavelength. He was nodding his head, looking at everything I was saying, and paying attention to me. He had a lot of similar stories. He was really good. No upper left action going on.
So-
He was right here with me.
In a second, I'll tell you. I'll show this guy how to really.
Okay, wait, hold on. You know what? Let me do a pop quiz here between Steve and Tim here. Let's see who's the better listener. Steve, we'll start with you. What is Beverly most afraid of?
Being hurt.
Tim, same question.
Oh, I know this. This is so easy. She has this terrible fear of midgets.
That's it.
Okay. Steve, how do you not know she has a fear of midgets?
Because I was thinking a little deeper than something as shallow
Because
as little midgets
he's
rolling
paying
around.
too much attention to the mirror, not paying enough attention to his girlfriend.
You're the one that practices in it.
Beverly, now what about the fact that you're a vegetarian, right?
Yes.
Now what about during dinner? Did Tim give you any indication about his vegetable preferences?
I know he hates carrots. There's a previous date he went on, a girl had made an advancement about some S&M carrot action that he never wants a part of him ever again.
I see. That'll do it to you every time.
No,
Now, Beverly,
yes,
did you get an
scary.
idea that this carrot hater was actually maybe a good lover?
We exchanged some stories where he's had some experience, but
It sounds like it.
yes, we've had some experience. So he'd be very unpredictable in bed. I'm
Not
sure.
like Mr. Checklist here.
No, not like he would surprise me. I'm sure. Every time.
Now, Tim, assuming that the rest of the date had nothing to do with vegetables, what would you say was the star attraction of the date?
Oh, the star attraction by far was I wanted to do something not predictable, something new, something that her boyfriend would never do or take her. So I took her to the Fredericks of Hollywood Museum. We looked at underwear, and it was really cool.
It was really fun.
Yes,
It was a really good
and,
time.
It sounds really cool. You looked at underwear, you looked at a museum.
And Tim, did you get to look at more than just the
was
underwear?
really-
yeah. But I have this fetish about zebra striped panties that I had to share with her, and I was very pleased. There was some edible lotion there, and so I put some on my arm, and she was trying not to be a freak, but she licked it off me very seductively.
That's not bad. Now,
So Beverly can't be flirtatious. She's just trying to give this guy a smile on his
yeah, but
face.
Steve, come on, that's the first date. Don't you think that might be a little forward?
It's a little forward. She's a little flirtatious with guys. She'll get a little crazy and
I
want to be
have
cute.
guy friends, but
She wants to be
unlike him,
cute
I don't
and talk to
sleep
him.
with my friends. Again.
Beverly, with all this finger licking that was going on, a little breathing heavy action start?
Breathing heavy, yeah. we actually carried it over to the O2 bar because calm us down a little bit. Give us
O2
some
bar, like so we go
oxygen.
get oxygen? Right?
Yeah.
Exactly, we needed to recoup, so
You needed-
it was a great place. We were out there on the couches, candles lit. It was really cool place. It was something different that I.
Yeah, but Tim, an oxygen bar, that's not really the most romantic place to go
No,
on a date,
but-
is
Steve
it?
wouldn't take me to a place
Yeah,
like that.
but it's
though.
very
It would be
creative and it's
dinner,
something
movies.
different. I
I
don't
think
want to
it's that
stand
creative.
out
Yeah,
above
exactly.
like
Sniffing
all
where you get
all the people
outside.
that don't put
Different.
originality in their dates.
No, you're sniffing
very
oxygen, which you can get freely over there. You're taking to a bar to take it? I mean, man, do something
Oh, wait a
little
minute,
style.
wait, Steve, here's my assessment, though, because Beverly, tell me if this is true. He
Yeah.
sort of made a romantic situation out of ordinary things that maybe not would have been. Did that
Right.
impress you, though?
To tell you the truth, he wasn't very sincere.
Oh, you didn't feel it?
No, I could have been a girl out of 100, and it was, in fact, his friends, I believe, call him the 3-week spice, I think it was. That he hasn't had a girlfriend more than 3 weeks, so that was something that did knock me off my feet.
He probably takes him to the oxygen bar.
All right, Tim, sucking down some of that oxygen, how did you,
Yeah,
it must
that
have given you
was the
some
fun
energy. How did you burn it off?
We went dancing.
Yeah.
She's a ballet dancer. She obviously knows how to dance, and
He did
I
too.
love to dance, and we just had a blast. Afterwards, I took her back to her house, and it was kind of, getting to the end of the date, and I asked her for a kiss. She politely said no. I asked her again, and she said no again. I was really disappointed.
And Beverly, that's true, like a double negative there. Why is that?
Double whammy. Well, about 5 minutes before my date, I got a call from Steve, and he suggested a no kissing pact.
Whoa. 5 minutes before the date?
I
Yeah,
never
Steve.
said we had an agreement, not a pact. It was nothing brought on by me. It was not brought on by
Obviously,
me.
I agreed.
Let's say you would have never taken that phone call and just let the phone ring. Would the date have ended differently?
I could have done without a no kissing pact.
Oh,
Definitely.
okay, so that's a big yes, I would say. All right, Beverly complains that Steve is just too predictable, so she put a prediction about Steve's date right here in this envelope. Now, we're going to see if she's right when we come back, so stay tuned. With Tim, and now we're going to meet the woman that Steve dated. Now, Beverly complains that Steve is way too predictable about his clothes, his food, and especially his routine for sex. So before the show, we asked her to write down what she thinks he did on his date, and we have it here in a sealed envelope. We'll get to that in a second. Now, let's meet the woman that he dated and see if Beverly's predictions came true. Please welcome Allison Hardy. Yeah. Hi, Allison. Welcome. Allison, let me start with you because earlier Beverly said his plans, like we heard, are just too predictable. Was that also your impression?
No, not at all. The only thing he'd let me know is he told me to dress casual but nice, which left my options open. I had no idea.
So as far as you were concerned, it was a surprise.
It was a complete surprise. And wait, before I forget, I've gone out with a lot of different people, and nobody has impressed me as much as Steve.
Yeah. Okay. Allison, can you by chance remember what he was wearing for the surprise date?
Yes, I do. He looked
What colors
great.
was he wearing?
He was wearing beige and green. but
Green? What?
But I thought he had an excellent sense of style, and I think Beverly's the one with the issues on style, okay?
All right, wait, Beverly, let me give you this envelope.
I don't know.
Beverly?
I don't know.
Beverly, let me give you the envelope because
Okay.
this is where you wrote down your predictions.
Right. We'll see.
Now, tell us what you think the first thing was that they did.
Something predictably romantic. Maybe walk on the beach to start. I don't know.
Steve, is Beverly close? What did you do?
She is close, but that's because she is unbelievably nosy and is trying to think of the perfect date that I would take. And the
Been
perfect
there,
date would
done
be a
that
start.
with your dates. I
So,
know your whole
Steve,
date. I know your whole date.
Steve, basically, you went to the beach.
We walked on the beach and she was
Okay.
great. No. Listen, she was great though. The weather was perfect. It was great. The weather was
All right,
actually. And
Beverly,
she was along with it.
moving on here. You got the
Moving
first
on.
one. Let's go to number two.
Well, he's extremely proud of his house. It is gorgeous, but he definitely showed off his house to this girl. Definitely.
We had dinner there.
Allison, at the end of the walk, where did you end up?
At the end of the walk, Steve turned me towards a path, and we walked up the stairs, and there was tiki torches lit, and the Titanic soundtrack was playing. It was very romantic.
Amazing.
But
His house is absolutely amazing.
it was his house,
And- but it
okay?
was-
But that does sound like something that any woman unsuspectingly would really love, that tiki
Exactly.
torches and
But
the
really,
romantic
it's
music.
so textbook romance. It's like, I'm gonna make you dinner, which you probably didn't make.
All right, Beverly, wait. Beverly, you're 2 for
He
2.
didn't.
Let's see
Okay.
how you do on the next one. What do you think they did for dinner?
Well, because he can't cook, which is fine. You know, he can cook. He definitely either ordered in or had someone make it, and it's probably something he liked because it doesn't matter what anyone else likes. It's what Stevie likes. And then they probably went dancing. Or
All right,
something,
Steve, so
something-
is she still on the right track
I
here?
had a huge production. I had 10 people working for me. I had 3 waitresses. I had 2 chefs. I had a camera. I had
So he didn't
people
make the
all over the
dinner?
place. They made an unbelievable, like, 3-course
Well, that
meal.
does sound amazing. You actually videotaped this, and I believe we have
I believe we
copies
do
so
have
we
a
can
copy.
take a,
Let's
take a
check
look
that
and
out.
tell us what we're seeing here.
Here's the house where it started out, our date. This is the gorgeous view we looked at all night.
that we watch sunsets on every night.
Here's
Oh,
my
now here's
friends
inside.
making dinner. Here's us at the
'Cause
table
he
at
can't
dinner.
cook.
This is us, my friends, waiting on us like we're at
You
a
are being
restaurant.
served,
This
yes.
is the whole view in the beginning of our fantastic
Wow,
day.
very impressive.
That's
Well, wait.
Now, Steve, let me ask you, did Allison enjoy the menu? I mean, you did went
She
through a lot
loved the
here.
menu. She's not picky at all. If I wanted to cook for Beverly, I might have to go to like an
She
organic
looks
restaurant
easy to
somewhere
please,
and go
guys. She
anywhere.
looks easy to please.
She looks anywhere.
Actually, Steve called me and asked me what I liked, and it was everything that I liked.
Well, that's a good move.
I don't know.
then.
Steve looks like to me like he's trying to impress this. Steve looks like he's trying to impress this girl with his money.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, Steve, money can't buy you a personality or originality.
Steve has awesome
Steve,
personality.
wait, Steve,
I
hang
blow
on a
you
second
out of
here.
water,
Steve, let
so
me
I'm
ask you
gonna
the
go
difference between the 2 women as far as other things in their personality.
Well, they're different. I mean, they're very different. She had done some great things. She went out and met musicians and stuff like that, and I was afraid a little bit she might have been too much of a groupie for my taste, and maybe she didn't like to go out and do crazy stuff like that. But hey, what can I say? That's her deal, and that's what she likes to do. And
Okay,
could
well, I just
experience.
want to get a beat on that. Now, Allison, Beverly predicted that you guys would go dancing after dinner. Is that true?
Not exactly after dinner, because after dinner,
Just after dinner. After dinner.
because after dinner, Steve had his friends
Attitude.
play Eric Clapton, "You Look Wonderful Tonight," and he changed the words for me.
So did they sing? Did he sing or did they sing?
No, his friends sang. But we sat there, and it was sunset. It was beautiful.
Then
It was
we
very
I
romantic.
mean, you're with this beautiful girl and you're there with 10 of your other friends. I mean,
Thank
what are you doing?
Have some-
It was.
I mean, are your friends going to be there all the time to like pamper
Of
you and
course
tell you
not.
what to do?
Of course not.
Yes,
I
to
wanted
do
to give
it.
her a great date and a great time. I had a musician come with his guitars. He sang "You Look Wonderful Tonight" and sang from a balcony and did some nice things.
What
She
did you do
deserved that.
after the day?
Allison, so you guys then went dancing after that, right?
Yeah.
And what kind of dancing was it?
We went swing dancing.
All swinging?
And I had never been swing dancing before, and Steve was the best teacher. He was very patient.
I taught
and
him how to swing dance.
We
honey.
had a great time.
I taught him.
And he taught me, and that's all that matters.
All right, Steve, one last question here. You went through a lot of trouble for this date. Obviously, we got to see some of it. In the final analysis, do you say it was worth it?
It was worth it. It was worth it. She was a great girl. She went with everything. She had a great time. She was probably the best date I've ever been on.
That's pretty strong. Beverly, you were pretty good. I think you're about 4 for 4 with your predictions. Any final predictions you'd like to make?
Steve will definitely stay with me. I mean,
How can it be the best date? She predicted everything that was going to go on the
Exactly.
date.
All right, well,
She's
let's see
already
if her
been on the
final
date.
prediction is right. Did Beverly predict the future of her relationship? We're going to find that out next, so stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Here we go, decision time. Beverly and Steve came here today because their long-distance dating has become somewhat of a drag. Now, they care about each other, but they wonder if their relationship has what it takes to survive when they're 3,000 miles apart. So, Beverly, let's get your decision first. You've been with Steve for about a year now. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of feelings going on here. You had a great date with Tim, but we need to know what you want to do. What do you say?
well, I had a great time with Tim, and he actually reminded me a lot of Steve. But why change when I got the real thing at home?
So you're saying stay together?
Yeah.
That's where there you go. Yeah. Sorry, Tim, things didn't work out for you. Steve. Now, Beverly says she wants to stay together, and just moments ago, she did make that prediction that you will also want to stay together.
Well, I had a fantastic time on my date. She was a fantastic girl. It was a great time. Beverly and I came on the show naive, and we realized that we have some issues that we need to deal with. But we'll deal with those issues and we'll stay together.
There you go, stay together. Allison, sorry things didn't work out for you. Beverly, your predictions. You're 5 for 5 today. Congratulations.
Thank
and hopefully
you.
by coming on the
Thank you,
show, you'll be able to work through some of these things and make that long-distance relationship work. Absolutely. That's our show for today. Thanks to Allison and Tim. And good luck to Beverly and Steve. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart.